Do you know that you're called by faith into virtue, which is excellence? Do you know that the world is set up to kill you if you don't know God? Do you know that without Him you have lost your identity? You have lost your identity. Do you know that the lies and perceptions are false images that are now a part of your behavior? But you say, I just got to have some flavor. But why don't you come and taste and see that the Lord is good? You see, there's a reason why you never understand the player or the game. Yet you wonder why the course of a ghetto superstar seems to remain the same. Because she believes in the life that the world has shown her. The lies and perceptions are a part of her persona. And even though she wants to make changes in her life, she can't find a way because she won't follow Christ. She believes in the life that the world has shown her. The lies and perceptions are a part of her persona. And even though she wants to make changes in her life, she can't find a way because she won't follow Christ. And then we have the brother man. Or should I say the other man, labeled as socially successful, high class and high-minded, never wanting to be reminded of his past or his roots. Brooks Brothers suits, suburban address to relieve the stress, yet truly unwanted. Budget mostly balanced, outlook on people mostly unbalanced, won't associate with those who he thinks are beneath him. On his feet, no Timbs. On his cars, no rims. A member of a church that won't repent for sins because they believe they have none, but praise the Son for what they have done. But praise the Son for what they have done. And by their own power they have become the CEO of a company called Politically Correct and Socially Correct C.A.F.E Incorporated, mentally incarcerated because they have lost their respect for others. Friends like Tiger Woods and Bryant Gumbel, when God says associate with the meek and humble, won't admit that they stumble or fumble. A black American tried to justify himself as an African-American humanitarian without a clause, married without a cause or a commitment, just to fit that status quo. Uptown apartment and mistress on the down low, would never get caught in public using the word yo, or show any old pictures of himself with an afro. Uptight and upright, the facade continues. Eats at restaurants where the food has no taste, no seasoning, and no prices on the menus. And the facade continues. While those who are truly in need receive their plate another way. But he don't care because he doesn't live in that neighborhood anyway. And in his mind, that's the way things will stay. Because he believes in the life that the world has shown him. The lies and perceptions are a part of his persona. And even though he want to make changes in his life, he can't find his way because he won't follow Christ. Last, we have the sophisticated sister. Some say she, bougie, and swank. In public would never use the word ain't. High sedity yet raised in the inner city. Made up pretty or influenced by magazines or what she's seen on the TV screen. Running from a dream. Attitude extreme to high fear. Caucasian, Asian, Chinese, Hispanic, African American. It doesn't matter. Dark complexion, coffee brown, light skin, or high yellow. Appears to be mellow. But if you push the right button, they get straight ghetto. Concerned more about clothes, hair, and a stare than to be aware about bitter inside infirmities. Her selfish and snobbish habits are like an incurable disease. Sheltered by two parents who some say are morally correct, yet their outlook on people, not equal. So now their daughter is the same. No one to blame but iniquity. But in reality, her mentality refuses to let her change. She's crucified by pride and embarrassed by shame. Scared to find her true name or her identity, victory in close proximity, yet the enmity placed because of the allowed seduction of the enemy robs her of her true virginity and serenity, and the saga continues. As long as she continues to neglect true spiritual guidance and direction, she's blinded by the lies and perceptions of man-made church traditions. She's caught up in a religion instead of a relationship. She sees herself in the mirror of vanity instead of the mirror of life. She's called to be a virtuous wife, yet she writes her own definitions according to her superstitions and only listens to those who feel the same way she feels and only compares herself by herself and with those who have more than herself and lives what she lives and drives what she drives until she drives everyone away that was there to help her change.